And welcome back to the Murdy Creative Co podcast. I'm your host, Colin Murdy, and today's topic is Black Friday. But first, I want to say thank you to everyone who's supported the company so far. If you haven't got a chance, go check us out on the web at murdycreative.co. That's MURDY creative.co. Or you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram by searching at murdycreative.co to see the best of our product shots. Follow us to keep up to date with our daily photos and be the first one to know about new product launches. You can also use the subscribe button at the bottom of our website to be included in all of our new product announcements. Be sure to check out our laser engraving, personalization options, and exclusive colors on our website, or you can get a blank one on Amazon Prime. All right, so first and foremost, I want to apologize. Last Thursday, I did not get a chance to podcast, and I was looking back at last year about this time and how my podcast kind of was changing around that time. And it dawns on me that I realize why it got so hard to podcast. It's just every day is madness, just craziness. With the Black Friday and the ramp up to Black Friday, things have been absurd around here. We normally have a 1 to 3 business day lead time. Every other time of the year, it's pretty close to 1, almost all the time. Normally, we're able to get things out the same day or the next day. We're currently pushing our 3-day lead time. It's almost 4 or 5 days at this point, and we aren't even at Black Friday yet. So we've been pushing hard around some initiatives in the shop to try to get things to move a little faster, and I'll go over those in a little bit. But first, I know what you're after here. So if you're looking for our Black Friday specials, they are available now, and they do run through Cyber Monday. So first, we're doing free name personalization on everything. So if you have been looking to get something and you want to get your name on it and make it a little bit more special, go check that out. You can use the code Black Friday Name, capital B, capital F, capital N. That's capital B, LACK, capital FRIDAY, capital NAME. So it's Black Friday Name with a capital B, capital F, and capital N. If you have any problems with that, feel free to ask us, and we'll be happy to send it to you. Also, we're doing a buy 3, get 1 free. So that is essentially like a 25% discount on a lot of our things. And you can use that. That's Black Friday. Same thing where it's capital B, capital F, Black Friday, B3G1. And the B3G1 is all capital. So it's Black Friday, buy 3, get 1 free. And that applies to our entire collection. So if you're looking to get all of your Christmas presents taken care of this year, go check that out, and we're happy to take care of you. So that's the discounts, and you know we're gonna have everyone's gonna have off on Thursday, right? Because it's Thanksgiving, and then we'll be back working on Black Friday and really working hard through the weekend. I think we may actually have people come in on Saturday to help us not get too far behind, because right now we got a lot of new people that we brought on for the Christmas season, and this has been something that Meryl and I have talked a lot about in our staff meetings, because Meryl runs most of the production at this point. So I was talking with her about what are our options, and she said, well, in the old days, she was explaining how, and I was there for this, but that she and the other people that were working were able to get out quite a bit more than we're getting out now with more staff. So we're trying to implement some new productivity options, things to help us move a little faster. And one thing is we're starting a countdown on the wall that has the number of orders that we need to get out today. So every time people finish an order, they get to press the button that drops that down. There's a nice satisfying beep. And, it takes me back to my management school where they talk about coming up with simple things that help people feel like they're more engaged in the process. And I realized that probably part of one of the challenges with our speed and productivity in the old days, kind of before we've implemented some of these things, is that we've got a lot of new people, but we haven't crafted expectations for them yet. We haven't done any sort of, this is what we expect out of you. Now, this is obviously, it's hard to teach, some of the new people what we do, because a lot of what we do is relatively complicated. And beyond that, it's hard for us to create expectations for them, mostly because we haven't had, up until this point, good numbers on how fast do you make a number 1, right? How fast does it take to make a number 3? We haven't had that data. And so as we've been moving forward in this productivity initiative, we've been starting to do time studies on these things. And I've been involved in the time studies where I make one. And if I can make it in this time, we expect people to make it similarly in that time, if not even a little bit faster. So that's where some of these productivity implementations have come into play. And I'm really hoping we can get the team spooled up before Christmas, because, to be honest, we're steadily falling a little bit behind every day. Things are just getting a little bit more behind. So that's been something that has been on my mind a lot. Now, if you're out there and you've got ideas for how to increase productivity, how to make people more effective, and how we can move things along, please send them my way. I am always happy to talk about ideas. And we've got a bunch of things we're working on trying, and obviously you can't roll everything out overnight. There's got to be a little bit of, we got to try things and see how they work and then change them. But we've been trying a lot of different things. We've been looking at saying, is it easier to do things as an assembly line where we have somebody do the first step, somebody do the next step, somebody do the step after that, which is a change from what we've done previously. The way it's been before was that each person who is assembling would go and grab a specific order off of the order, off of the finished kind of engraved. Once they were finished engraving, they would grab them off that line, and then they would make them all the way to the finish, and then they would do all the shipping for that, and they'd get that ready to go, and then they would set that in the pile to go out at the end of the day. And I do like that personally because I think the assembly line style of manufacturing, particularly with people, it makes people, they get bored. People get, they don't pay as much attention to the quality. They don't feel like they're making a lot of progress, right? They don't see the end result as much. Whereas if someone's making something from start to finish, there's a real craftsman sensation to it. There's I'm making this thing, and here's the stack of things I've done, right? There's an accomplishment to it. It also allows people a little bit more time with the product to establish, they can look around for, quality defects, maybe things were misspelled. They can catch that then. There's other aspects to it that I think are advantageous, but unless we can get people to move faster doing that, there is a real incentive for us to go to an assembly line process, which is hard for our product because our product doesn't have kind of clear-cut, clean steps to do it that way. But one of the advantages of an assembly line is if you've got, let's say, a team of 4, and you've got it broken up into 4 steps, if you're in any of the middle steps, or if you're at any of the steps at all, there is a sense of I need to hurry up because either I'm making the guy behind me late or I'm making the guy in front of me going too fast. Like there's a sense of we've all got to be on the right time because if we change our timing, it's going to throw everyone off. So we may go to that if we need to, and I don't know exactly how we would do that, but that's something I've been thinking about a lot. And the company looks totally different from last year, right? Last year at this time, it was Leah and I working out of our 1-bedroom apartment with 1 laser engraver, and we were trying frantically to keep up then, and we're doing the same now at a much, much larger scale, and that's been something that I've been really proud of. I've been proud of our growing team and our growing workforce and the things we've been able to do from a product standpoint, but by the same token, these are the growing pains that go along with that. I think for me also, there's an element of this that's difficult to step away from because, I think there's always a sentiment where, for example, I would be inclined to just go do it myself, right? I'll just go upstairs all night long and make books. And while that will be a solution that will have to be implemented soon, there's also a challenge for me as now kind of more of the owner and the managing person where I'm kind of in the administration, as it were, for me to step back and say, well, that is a solution, but that's only a temporary solution. And I need to be looking for more, what's the right way to say it? More effective long-term solutions by saying, we're going to get the team up to snuff, right? So rather than it being, I'm going to come in and just be a stopgap solution, which, that can work. That can be a thing. I'm not shy about doing that. That's not really the solution to the problem, though. The solution to the problem is we've got to get everyone on the team moving as fast as I am, as fast as Meryl is, as fast as any of our experienced people, and to get things moving along so we can move that. And this is all in the ramp up to Black Friday. So who knows what's going to happen after that. I think our December 18th deadline is going to have to move up, which I really don't want to do. I really don't want to do that. But if things don't change, we're going to have to move the deadline up to probably, it could move up to December 16th. It could move up to December 11th. We're going to have to move up the deadline as we get farther and farther behind. So for those of you that are looking to purchase and want to make sure that you get your present in, please order it right away. Order it now. Get it taken care of. Get it out of the way. As things continue to get longer and longer for us, we're also having to just, we're not able to stock things as accurately because obviously things in the order that are ordered but may not be on the shelf. So we have to get better at that too. And there's other elements to that come into play. So if you've been delaying and waiting on your order, get it done, get it taken care of. That'll help us out a lot because we're facing a mountain. And we got a long way to climb. So I appreciate all of you who've supported the company, and I appreciate all of you who've been patient as we've been working on your order. I know that obviously there's this desire to see it right away. I get that. I'm really right there. So for those of you who have been patient, I really appreciate it. And trust, we will get it to you as soon as we possibly can too. Thank you everyone for tuning in today. Be sure to check back in Thursday. Actually, I apologize. I will not be doing a podcast Thursday. I don't know. I might do a podcast Thursday. It is Thanksgiving. But I could do a podcast on Thanksgiving. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe there'll be a podcast. Maybe there won't be. That's pretty much always the case these days. But don't forget to check that subscribe button below to be sure to get the latest podcast right away. And you better subscribe because otherwise you may or may not know when it happens because it can be a little bit sporadic. If you have any questions or concerns about your leather binder, journal, or folio, please feel free to message us on our website at murdycreative.co, or you can message us via Instagram, Facebook. You can text, email, call, direct message, all the usuals. I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. But I do appreciate your patience. Also, if you haven't followed us on TikTok yet, that's kind of our new platform, TikTok. I'm kind of blowing up on TikTok. I'm pumped about it. We did a funny take on the Pikachu meme with laser engravers on our TikTok, and it took me a little while to put it together, but the video is already, it's like 3 days old. It's got 150,000 views on it, so I'm pumped about that. We'll see where that goes. But yeah, go follow us on TikTok to get funny, behind-the-scenes, kind of unique content that I'm always working on developing. Also, check out our Snapchat and Twitter, Murdy Creative Co, no dot, Murdy Creative Co. Snapchat and Twitter, we've got all sorts of cool things. We're trying to get you as much of the behind-the-scenes, as many cool things as we can, and we really love doing that, so go check that out. If you think we deserve it, a good review can go a long way to help us grow our new community. So if you want to leave us a review on the product, you can do that on Facebook at the murdycreative.co Facebook page. You can click on the side, there's reviews. Click, do you recommend the Murdy Creative Company? You check yes, and then you can write your review there. That really does help, and I do read all of them, and they mean the world to me. So we're actually going to be printing all of those good reviews out. I think we have like 95 good reviews right now. We're going to go print those out and put those on the wall for people to in our workshop to be motivated by that. But if you want to leave a review on the podcast, whatever your listening app on, please do so. That I love those. It's really great to hear your guys' feedback on my podcast. Word of mouth is still the best for advertising, though, so please tell your friends. Also, if you want to join our brand ambassador program, that has continued to be an evolving nightmare that I'm working on getting solved as soon as possible, but I appreciate everyone's patience on that. But soon it will be working fully. So the brand ambassador platform, you can go check that out, murdycreative.co/ambassador. It's also, if you click on the social page or the about page, all those, it'll have the ambassador stuff. So you can go check that out. You can make a little bit of sales commission on sales soon, hopefully. If you're looking for gifts, giveaways, for anything, for multiple binders for gift giveaways or menus, ask about our bulk discounts available. We are coming up on the kind of last day for bulk engraving. So if you're looking for like 20 or more, you definitely need to get to us right away because that's a little more challenging. If you're looking for less than 20, we have a little bit more leniency, but definitely if you're looking for 20 or more, definitely message us right away. We need to get that in. So thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day and goodbye.